Hey everybody, it's Tyler from Gaia Gaming, and I have a local gameplay video for you guys from our locals at Cool Comics and Games in Cape Coral, Florida. It is Megan on the left playing Security Control versus Danny on the right playing Alphamon RagnaLoardmon combo. So Danny, local legend, playing kind of interesting deck. I really do like the deck. He opens up with the Cool Boy, does some searching, then a Black Memory Boost, grabbing Ragna. Over on Megan's side, she's played Kari and Mimi so far, recovering with Magna Ace. I have this very sped up because this did go to time, believe it or not. And basically, the deck on the right that Danny is playing is essentially trying to build one giant stack that's fairly protected, can do a chip damage or two, followed by Metal Ball to draw like 8 or 9 cards to hit the Ragna, and then end his turn with the Ragna with like a full stack, allowing him to DNA at the end of the turn into, oh, I'm sorry, allowing him to draw the Dorbic, and then Dorbicking a full stack, going into the end of the turn DNA, and then going into Ragna for like 16 to 20 sources, and just like OTKing essentially. Over on this end, Megan playing the control deck, just deep control, got a Shadow Seraphi on board, kind of jumped the gun on that recovery with the Seraphi. It doesn't recover on play, but it is a new Seraphi, so still trying to sell her on the more Digimon build that I've been testing and I like a lot. The verdict is out if she prefers more Digimon in the build. I know she likes minimum Digimon and more of the options. Here Danny is going up, getting more searches off. I'm trying to keep up with the sped up gameplay, but I also didn't want to give you guys like a 20-minute video, so going into the Dorgray. Here he is in a tricky situation because if he swings at security, he's going to de-digivolve, but to clear the Seraphi, you're essentially giving up your first stack. And that's why the Shadow Seraphi is so good into things like Wargreymon 2, because they swing at security, they're going to get de-digivolved, and it's going to be a bad time. But if they swing at the Seraphi, even with Raid, which certain matchups you just don't want to swing with the Shadow Seraphi. So here it will swing. And we'll see the recovery, and then the minus tons of DP to the alpha. So it'll be 7k from the Seraphi, followed by like, what is that? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 28k from the security. So, and then here Danny's just gonna pass. Megan is just going to take a chip damage here and pass turn. Danny's got to start building into another stack, try and get another big one built. Does hit a chip damage, gets another Mimi on board. Able to use those Mimis to get a lot of memory from the turn passing. We are going to see the recovery and the minus 7k to the Doraemon. Another chip damage. It does finally go down to the Dorbic and security, followed up by a Magna Angemon to recover 1. And here Danny is going to start going up his line. And honestly, with like the heavy security control deck, against a deck like Ragna that's going to take 4 or 5 securities trash and then swing for game. I think you just want to get to as much security as possible so that they can't OTK you. They have to combo out like 2 times potentially to win, depending on how lucky your security is or if their chip damage puts them ahead or behind. But even here you can see this is his second stack he's able to build, and he's only got a couple cards left in deck. Just through naturally Digivolving, he's going to essentially almost deck out. So he's just spreading there, about 9 cards left in deck. We are going to see a Metal Ball to draw all but one of his cards for the 8 sources he has. The Alpha pretty protected because he could bottom deck an X Antibody to not die. He unsuspends with Oryu. He does play the Vmon to pass turn. We're going to see the swing with Magna, followed by a Harrismon Tactical Retreat. Do swing at security, lose the security check, swing again, hit Hell Scythe, which will kill Vmon and not have a target in trash to bring back. Popping both boosts and going into that Dorbic for 3, I imagine. We're going to see a swing, and then the Wyverns will kill the Dorbic, and that'll be game 1. So the players are now shuffling up for game 2. Hitting the Wyverns was a bit rough. I didn't count the sources, though. I think 10. It was because he slotted 1 more under it, so that would have been the 8 he drew, plus 1 is 9, so that's 10 with the source, plus another 6 from the Dorvic stack is 16. So he was able to trash 4 and blitz. So he needed to get her to 4, and I think that's going to probably be the sweet spot. I think 4 is, with the Ragna combo, can be pretty doable. But it might be a little bit more of a mountain to climb for anything more than that. Although in the Alpha deck, it would be the one deck that can really get those sources going. So here Danny adds the X Antibody. We're going to see the Metal Ball to draw 5 cards. We're going to see the swing hitting the Holy Wave. And a Black Memory Boost to search out a piece. Megan's turn. She is just going to slam a Shadow Strophy down, which is not a bad move. The Alphamon deck, at least this version of it, doesn't seem to have a lot of targeted removal. And the D-Digivolve is a huge detractor, because it isn't just when they swing into security, it's when security is removed. So even if he goes up into the Ragna combo, it'll trash, X number of security, but then the Ragna will D-Digivolve 1 into the... Is he black first or red first? Either the Dorbic or the Alpha. The Alpha would probably be better to D-Digivolve into if he's primary black, but don't remember which stack will end up on top. So we do see the Hell Scythe, which unfortunately does DP minus. And then the D-Digivolve happens, and he's at less than 6k after the D-Digivolve, so it will die to being at 0 DP. See another Doru come down to do a search. And here we see Megan just play another Shadow Seraphimon, so now every instance of security being removed will be 2D Digivolves that can target separate things. And if you kill one of them, you're going to recover one and DP minus a whole boatload. See Doru swing, hit a Kari. Another Doru swing, died a Seraphi, using both Karis to gain some memory. Doru come down to search. Looks like about 10 cards left in deck at this point. Passing turn with Daruga. Now here, I think the pressure is more the deck. I think you just want to recover. You don't really want to swing. Death X will also just answer the board, so pretty strong. So here's kind of the make or break turn for Danny. He's gonna have to climb up. I mean, 3 security is where it would happen. But unfortunately, the Seraphi's on deletion is what triggers the recovery and the DP minus. So even going into Ragna, just trashing the security will de-digivolve, popping the things will do the DP minus. It's just such a heavy counter to Ragna, it seems like. Which is unfortunate because the deck is so cool the way it plays into this OTK, and it's just hard countered by Shadow Seraphimon, which Megan discovered game 1 and now drops 2 Seraphimons in game 2. Danny with all the memory and cards in the world, just trying to navigate this board state. We are going to see the Dorbic come down. Choosing to only use 4 sources because the delete is mandatory. So he's going to make it purposefully not be able to delete anything on board, because if he added the 1 more source, he'd have to kill a Shadow Seraphi, which would trigger recovery and minus 16k to one of his stacks. So it would in turn kill the Dorbic. We're going to see the DNA Digivolve. Which they asked me how the order would resolve, so I just had to read it to see which effects would happen first, whether it killed the things or trashed the security first. And that's the scoop up, because either way it was bad for Danny. So that is a 2-0 for security control, and thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord for exclusive tournaments, and we will see you in the next one. See you guys. Bye.